This is 8 of 15. You're watching Prestige Emblem 8, and we've made it to the halfway point. This would be the halfway point of the entire Prestige process if you were to go from level 1 to 15. If you're just now tuning in, what I'm doing is designing my own custom set of Prestige Emblems for an imaginary Call of Duty game. And I do this just for fun, just to keep creative and keep my Photoshop skills somewhat up to par. Actually, I get asked this a lot. What version of Photoshop do I use? And this is CS4. It is outdated, but it does everything I need it to do, so I haven't really seen a reason to go in and update yet. But yeah, that's what I'm using. So to get back to this emblem, in a previous video, somebody left a comment that I should try to use a helmet as the focal point to an emblem. And when I read that comment, the first thing that popped to mind was Achilles' helmet. And I don't know if you've seen like the movie Troy or read up on Greek mythology. Well, actually, seen pictures of visuals of Greek mythology. The helmet that they have for Achilles is this very dramatic and strong shape. And I think it's a combination of how the eye line comes down to the cheekbone and then the helmet wraps around the jaw that really makes it a strong shape to use for military stuff. And I'm really surprised it doesn't get used more often. Maybe I just haven't paid attention till now, but it's such a cool shape, but it's also kind of a minimal shape, a simplistic shape. So I thought, well, what if I try a shape like this and put it up against something as simple like a Navy cross, and then let the textures kind of drive home the action, the boldness of it. And I think it worked really well. So what I did was I went in and I put some texturing on that I don't normally use in other emblems, but it seems to work, and I think it seems to work pretty well. I used kind of like this gold texture that I kind of desaturated and made it look more like rock or like bronzish as the surfacing for the helmet. And that seemed to work pretty well. And then I also was able to go in and add a little more detail to the cross by drawing in some other little ornate shapes into there, and let the texturing and the detail inside the shapes drive home the overall boldness of the emblem. And when I put it up against the rest of the emblems in the set, I think it works out really, really well. This is now my personal favorite. This is my wallpaper now. If this was in a game, I don't think I'd get past Prestige 8. I think I'd be stuck here. So, but I really like how it turned out, and I hope you guys dig it too. So for Prestige 9, I think what I'm going to do is, well, what I need to do is I'm going to revisit shapes that are more like Prestige 2. And the reason being, when I start putting this family of shapes together and take a step back and look at it, Prestige 2 is really taking on a life of its own. It's starting to become a little bit outside the family. So I need to make something more similar to that to help bring it back into the fold and make it consistent with everything else. So I'll be working on that with 9. And there'll be another one in there somewhere, probably like 13 maybe, where I'll do something else similar. And I don't know if it'll be like wings again, but it'll definitely be like more ornate. And we'll see what happens. So I hope you enjoyed this one. And I think I figured out my next series. I'll kind of hint around with it in the next video, but yeah, I think you might like it. I don't know. Let me know what you'd like to see next, though. And there it is in all its glory. I love how this turned out. So I'll be making wallpapers of this too, and you can be rocking the same desktop as I am. All right, I'll see you at 9. And if you missed either of the previous 2 Prestige emblems, we have 7 on the right, which you can click and watch, and it's this nice purple ribbon shape that I got a kick out of, and it's lucky number 7 with the horseshoe and the nautical star, and Prestige 6 on the left, which is this 3-sword emblem, which I like how it turned out. So feel free to click them and check them out, and I will see you later. Take care.